Caroline Murray. Caroline Murray is a woman that was unrelated to me, but I came to know. She was living here in Seabury with Des, via Des, for like about 4 years. Like when I was, he met her at a bar in Malahide. 3 months before my leaving cert. She was going to move in automatically. I asked him not to let her move in until I was finished my leaving cert. So they actually waited, and she moved in after my leaving cert into this house in Seabury. Um. Anyway, this woman, Caroline, she's from Crumlin originally. Um. She had been. She was this. What's the word? This. I want to say strange. This. She wasn't at her. She didn't get on with her mother from Crumlin, her family home in Crumlin. Like she had brother sisters and all. She was like 37 or something. Anyway, Des met her in a bar. She'd been independent. She'd been entirely, like, she didn't get on with her mother. She had been living a completely independent life for like 20 years or something. She was an air hostess for Aer Lingus. She had been flying around the world for 20 years. She was having a great time. She was completely independent. She didn't need anyone but herself and stuff. She came back to Dublin, and like 1 or 2 weeks, like she hadn't even gotten somewhere solid to live. She got knocked over by a Dublin bus before I met her, and she ended up with brain damage as a direct result of being knocked over by the bus. I do not believe she was given any compensation. She wasn't able to advocate for herself because she had brain damage. She or get a solicitor. Her family she was estranged from. Estranged. The only person she got on with was her little sister. Still talk to, like, she'd only been here a week. She hadn't put down any she hadn't been here for 20 years. She fucking didn't have anybody to help her in that moment in time. She actually lost her sense of smell and taste as a result of the accident, and also had epilepsy, and she was completely she had no health problems whatsoever prior. Des met her in a pub in fucking Malahide Village, and she moved into this gaff just after I did my leaving cert. She fucking and then she it's like she got completely screwed over. Like she didn't have somewhere else to fucking say. Like she had to Des was like the best opportunity that she got. Like even though Des is not like the idyllic person that someone would want to get in a romantic relationship with. And someone of better sounder mind, might have not. But anyway, she moved in here. I was living here at the time. I had just on my leaving cert. It ended up like the situation was that she became an alcoholic as a result of this, like these circumstances, like whereas she hadn't been an alcoholic before, like, and Des was buying her 3 bottles of red wine every single day, and they were both drinking them, and they were both fighting every single day, basically, like, by the time they were locked, like. And I was just sitting here witnessing this, like, at the time I was still going to fucking ninjutsu training, and that was it, like, in my life, like, after the leaving cert, like. And, anyway, so fucking, anyway, this is going on every single fucking day. And then, like, 6 months down the line, after she's moved in or so, one day she shows me all the medication she was on for her fucking, the epilepsy that she had gotten as a result of being run over by a bus. A Dublin bus. Like, a pedestrian, like. And, Anyway, so she yeah, anyway, so she fucking so yeah, she shows me all the medication she's on one day, one afternoon. She was on like 8 different types of fucking tablets, pills for epilepsy to stop her from having seizures, like. And and I immediately, as soon as I saw it, the next time I saw Des, told him directly, you cannot give her fucking. I didn't even know what these medications were exactly, but that she had to take all of these tablets every single day, like since her accident. And I went to, immediately I went to Des and I told him that you cannot give her 3 bottles of fucking wine per day on top of this medication. But Des is not health wise. Des is not doesn't know anything about nutrition. He just like yeah. He just said he just like didn't like take it in basically, and like just continued what he was doing, which was giving her fucking what she was asking him for, which was 3 bottles of red wine per day, and they were both drinking it, and Des doesn't normally drink in the house, like. And anyway, so yeah, he just like he didn't take in anything what I said, like the gravity of it. And so this continued, but she also like one day in front of me, like she used to like he also like she drank like fucking liters of water a day, of spring water, like bottled water a day. Like he literally go back with like four fucking two 2-liter things like back from the fucking shop, like of mineral water that you drink a day, like but and she eats salads. But because she lost her sense of smell and taste, she fucking one day I was standing with her in the kitchen, and she had a salad for herself, and she got one of those like the big bottles of fucking salt, things of salt, like containers of salt, and she proceeded in front of me like a salad. She proceeded to pour half of the fucking thing out in front of me, like on the salad, like, and that's because she lost it. It's like as a result of the accident, and she had no advocate and she had no contacts here, and it was absolutely entirely tragic. And it got to the point when I had a boyfriend at the time. He lives in Swords, and he was in a even actually worse situation than I was. And we ended up moving out to we ended up finding a through a friend, like of a friend. We ended up moving into Palmerstown. Uh, um, but anyway, yeah, I came back, and I had to come back because I broke up with him and we were sharing a room, and I didn't want to make him have to go back to his fucking situation. So um, I came back here. I was here for a week. I ended up having to call Garda on them. They actually like it, like they were so bad that it seemed like it was like one of them was going to stab the other one by the end of the night. Like, and she locked herself in my bedroom, and I had to lock myself into the fucking toilet and fucking call Gardy, like, and one of the Gardy that came along was the one that arrested me, like, fucking a few years ago, before, like, but like that was the first time I've been arrested for like since I was 16 for shoplifting in Ann Summers, like, and they called my parents, like, but anyway, yeah, I hadn't been arrested again since I was 24, and I was drunk because I got stage fright, and I was like our second gig, like in Bodkins, on Dorset, around Dorset Street or something. But anyway, um, but that was like I got arrested. No, anyway, that's a entirely different story. Anyway, so anyway, this night, anyway, yeah, the same one of the guards was one of the ones that arrested me that time. That came around the house, like, and I was just sitting on the bottom step of the stairs, like, with my head and my hands, like, oh my god, like, and that was it, like, and but I had to, and then she was gone, and then she got her own place to live, like, around Fairview for 3 months, and she was still kind of with Des. He had a key to her house to her apartment. Like he had his own key to get in and out, but then it was like stale because they weren't in the same house. Like, and yeah, anyway, 3 months after she moved in there, he rang the doorbell, whatever, she didn't answer the door, whatever. Or he opened the door, I don't know. And he fucking went in, she was dead on the toilet. And then like after that all these she had said that she was a model. She claimed that she had been on a cover of A Vogue once. My ma said she was full of shit, like, but I believed her at the time. She also said she lived with the King of Jordan for years, like, and there's all this fucking artwork in the gaff, like stuff that she fucking brought back from she had with her, and she only had black clothes. She only had black clothes. Like the entire one of the entire wardrobes in Des's room was only her clothes were only black. Like so, I couldn't wear black for fucking ages after that. Like, um, anyway, yeah, yeah, and I felt guilty because I could have been. I felt like I could have been nicer to her as well. And that was horrible, but it was like I thought like when I saw her pouring that salt on her salad, I thought it was like that she was like kind of like she just wanted a like, cause her life had gone that fucking like tubes like. Anyway, yeah, and my ex boyfriend ended up going out with her little sister like later, cause they lived just around the corner from each other. Like they ended up meeting and going out like for a while. Like, but that she was the only member of family that she got along with. Like, um, spoke to basically. Anyway, so that's the tragic life of fucking Caroline Murray, end of Caroline Murray's life that I was present for up to the last 3 months.